wanna take you for a ride. Man, I love Marvel vs. Capcom. That's what we're gonna be talking about today. Marvel vs. Capcom. Oh God, I have been like almost fiending for this game to be out. Like the same thing like Alien vs. Predator. It's just like been locked away, and because I'm a Nintendo fan, it's been really locked away for me. So I never owned Marvel vs. Capcom 1 or 2 on the Xbox or the PlayStation, you know, because it came out, and the Dreamcast too. It came out for all those home consoles, not Nintendo though. Nintendo did get Capcom vs. SNK too. That was pretty cool, and I grabbed that as soon as I could, you know, as soon as I found out about it. But shit, yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom. Welcome to the arcade room, everybody. I'm your host, Zero Red, and we're talking about Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2. Man, this game. Let me go ahead and rehash what I just said a minute ago. Nah. I think I played it only on the arcades. In the arcades. Every time. You know what? No, I took that back. I played it in the arcades, and I played it once on the Xbox 360 when it came back for the Xbox Live Arcade. Those are the only times that I've played it. I never played it on the PlayStation, and I never played it on the Dreamcast. And I know Marvel vs. Capcom 1 also came out on the PS1, but I heard that it wasn't that great. Like, you know, it wasn't like the true arcade experience. You know, I guess every time they release these games on the home consoles, they always want to have the true arcade experience. And a lot of people said that the Dreamcast version was probably by far the best. It was the best version. You know, you look back a couple episodes back, Soul Calibur, what I was playing, that was on a Dreamcast, you know, so it's like, what the hell, it looks really good. It looks like it came out like on an Xbox 360. Well, maybe not. Maybe like a GameCube or something almost, you know what I mean? Like, it looked pretty good. So, you know, I mostly played it on the arcades, and I was able to play it for Xbox Live. But every time you would walk into an arcade version and you heard that music and that beat and the colors, and people were doing combos, and you saw 14 hit rush, 15 hit rush, assists were coming off the side, specials, Ryu doing Kamehameha waves, like you saw Mega Man joining forces with Strider, with freaking Spider-Man hooking up with the Hulk. Like, everybody was just, it was like, what the fuck? What the fuck was going on? Like, you know? That's so fucking crazy. It's fucking dope, you know? I didn't have enough time to like really get good at the game, you know? I still can't because it's not out on the Switch, or it's not hashtag free mvc2, you know? Fucking, it's not out on the Switch, it's not out on a lot of things, you know? Man, I can't even say how I'm playing it, you know what I mean? But it's like, I don't know, I don't feel good about it. I want to buy it, you know? I'm like, I want to pay money for it, because I would, in a heartbeat, you know? Freaking, yeah, so I never like got a chance to really be good at it, you know? I would spend maybe about, I don't know, a couple dollars, maybe like 1 or 2, get my ass kicked by people or get my ass kicked by the computer, and then I'd switch over to fucking Metal Slug or the Turtles, or, you know, Alien vs. Predator. Like, I never wanted to keep spending money to get good at it, because I was kind of little. Like, I was like maybe 8 or 9, 7, 8 or 9, maybe 10. But there was a lot of like teenagers, like 16, 17, 13, 14, like, you know, they were all like playing it because, like, you know, it was a pretty big community, you know, their game was pretty intense. fighting game community was pretty intense. You know, Street Fighter 3, all that shit was blowing up in the 90s. And so, like, you know, you put in your 50 cents, get your ass kicked, get the fuck out of here, kid. You know what I mean? And it's just really intimidating. So to walk in and want to play Marvel vs. Capcom 1 or 2, to find the system alone was pretty tough. Like, I was like, God damn, you know, I just want to play it, but I don't want to be embarrassed in front of all these people. Luckily though, like a couple years, I think Marvel vs. Capcom 1 calmed down a little bit, you know, because everybody wanted to play number 2, but it was so fucking cool. And then back in the day, they used to have these fucking, it was like timed release characters, you know? So like you'd go to like different arcade spots and there'd be different characters at each place because not everybody has the same ones. It was very rare, you know? So if like for the first like month or like maybe even year, because internet wasn't going off like crazy, you know, you couldn't really tell like who had what. Like it wasn't all over the place like it is now. You could just Google all the characters, who came out and how to unlock them and shit. But back in the day, like there wasn't anything like that. So I would say like about a year, you know, before people, like, I don't know, maybe a year, maybe 6 months before people really got into fucking seeing all the characters, you know. And it just took some time and it was exciting. It was like, what the hell, who's this person? Oh, this person's here? What the fuck? 2 Wolverines? Why is there 2 Wolverines? Whatever, you know. And then Akuma, Ken, you got fucking Marrow. I like Marrow. It's pretty sick, you know. You can tell I haven't had a lot of time with it if I'm saying I kind of like the way Marrow looks. I'm saying how she plays, but you know, give me a chance to get good at it. I wanna really do some damage, you know. Fucking, it was cool seeing all that shit, and like, you know, the time that I did spend with it, I would probably do like maybe mashing buttons, you know. Like, I mean, the only time that I have with it, and I kind of want to enjoy my time and see the cool specials, but I didn't really know what to do, so I was just able to do stuff like that, and it was pretty cool. You know, I liked it a lot. I always rocked Mega Man and Spider-Man. I love picking those two. I mean, seeing Mega Man in a fighting game like that blew me away. I was like so happy. You know, I felt the same feeling like I did when I was playing Super Smash Brothers with Adult Link, because I had a hard time getting to that point where I could turn into Adult Link. So I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna just go and play as Adult Link. Since I can't play as him in Ocarina of Time, I'm gonna go and play as him in Super Smash Brothers. I felt the same way when I was playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and Marvel vs. Capcom 1. I was like, well, you know, since I'm having a hard time playing as Mega Man and in his other games, you know, because Nintendo fan, they didn't start releasing collections until the GameCube, you know. So it's like, well, I'm gonna go and play Mega Man this way, like this, because I think I had a 64 and I could only play as Mega Man Legends. You know, it was cool. The Mega Man Extreme games are awesome for the Game Boy Colors. Like, check that out if you ever get a chance to. That's a good way to get a Mega Man itch. Back in the day, that was a good way to do it. So that's why I would always pick him. You know, I just really, really enjoy playing as him. And Spider-Man, obviously. And then when I got to like start picking 3 characters, I kind of switched it out a lot. I liked playing as Wolverine, you know, back in the day. He was a favorite character of mine. I didn't really use Iceman as much. I kind of started liking Iceman when I got a little bit like a little bit older. But I always liked Ice powers, you know, because I was a big Sub-Zero fan. You know, I didn't really like Iceman until like I don't know, 10 or 11. I was like, when I started playing him in X-Men Legends, that's when I was a really big fan of Iceman. That's a whole other game though, for a whole other story, which is a good one. But yeah, like, so it would be Spider-Man, Mega Man, and then I would use, what was it? I would probably, yeah, I think I would say I would use Wolverine the most. But if I could now, I mean, what I try to use, what I play on now, I like using Jill Valentine. That's pretty cool. Having a Resident Evil character like that is really, really cool. And I like the way she looks and everything. But yeah, I would still be rocking Mega Man and Spider-Man. You know, I know that there's like certain characters. They say like there's characters that are just better than other ones, and it's probably true. But I don't like to see fighting games like that. I like to see like if you like that character and you want that character to, then get good with that character and work your way around the other ones. Work your way around the other gimmicks if you can, because I don't like that whole thing. Like, you know, this character's better than that one, and it just is. It's like, I don't like that. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think there's ways to fight around it, and I think if you just get good with that character, you really like that character, you'll find ways to win. You know, just keep trying. But who knows? Maybe one day we'll get a nice little collection. Marvel vs. Capcom 1, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes, what else? X-Men Children of the Atom, and I forgot the other one. There was one more, but we need a versus collection. Let's go, Capcom. Take it easy, y'all. I feel like I could say more things about it. Hold on. Yeah, scratch that. I got about another minute or two before the cutoff thing for there. I can only do like 15 minutes. I think that's about the length of the video. So, but yeah, we need that collection. X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom 1. We need what else? Marvel Clash of Superheroes, X-Men Children of the Atom, and Marvel Superheroes vs. Capcom. That's what we need. We need all those, and we got that. You know, it's a 5. It'd be such a simple, not a simple collection, but it'd be like a no-brainer collection. You could charge $60 for that. I'm sure people would still pay for it. You know, that's kind of steep, and it'd be kind of like, man, fuck you, but I'm still gonna buy it type of thing. You know, I think Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is built on a different engine, so that's why they can't group those together, and I don't think they ever have. They did a Marvel vs. Capcom Origins on the Xbox Live Arcade, which is Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and X-Men vs. Street Fighter, but they haven't done, and then they had to release Marvel vs. Capcom 2 separately. But that's what I'm saying, that 5-game collection, you know, I'm gonna say it one more time. It's X-Men Children of the Atom, Marvel Clash of Superheroes, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, and then Marvel vs. Capcom 1. Those 5 on a collection with all rollback netcode, man, it would be on like 1996, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 11. No. Alright, but yeah, one of the best arcade games in the world. If not one of the best fighting series in the world besides Smash Brothers. Heyo. Tune in next time though, y'all. Take it easy. Arcade room. Gamers going big. Peace.